Alid, Ethan's regular partner and cousin. We're playing at the Hart House Bridge Club today, as usual. I'm doing the typical guest stream every other Tuesday tonight. So we're going to be thinking through some hands, going through some discussion points on the bidding, thinking about defense and talking about signaling, all that good stuff tonight. We are on now, let's see, it looks like a pretty good streak. It looks like a 5-game win streak here that we've got going on. Technically, the last one was a tie that we had, but it still counts. So today what we're planning on doing is extending that win streak to 6 games. So hopefully we can do that. If this is your first time logging into the stream, we are playing a precision type system that contains a lot of relays and artificial bids. We also have quite a few defensive agreements that we'll be talking about on this stream that we can talk about here. Ethan wants me to share a pre-alert, but I don't have time. So Ethan is going to have to do the pre-alert this time, so he's on his own. Otherwise, in addition to playing precision, we play a variable no trump range. So in most seats, we play a 11 to 13 no trump. In 4th seat, we play a 15 to 17 no trump. Oh, that's weird. My stream chat isn't working. Let's try this again. Oh no, that's not good. Okay. Let's try to log back in so that I can see the chat. Technical difficulties here. Let's see. Okay. Connecting to chat. Okay, let's see if this works. Hopefully you all can see that. And hopefully we'll be able to generate some discussion today. I love disagreement so that we can talk about things. I'm certainly not always right about things, and we can go over the hands and have a discussion. So I'm going to open this 2 spades. This is a week 2. We play pretty standard week 2s compared to most people. Ideally, what I would love to be playing is multi, which is a great bid where you bid 2 diamonds to show a week 2 in either major, but it's not legal, unfortunately, in the ACBL, so we're not allowed to do that. But if it was legal, Ethan and I would definitely play that. We actually did play multi back in the day, I think in Philadelphia at one of the junior tournaments that we've played at, and it was a lot of fun to play. 2-no is August. I have a good suit, but a bad hand, so I'm going to bid 3 diamonds. The reason I'm calling this a good suit is I have 3 of the top 5 honors, which is how we define good suit. Either 2 of the top 3 or 3 of the top 5. This is about as bad of a hand as I can have here. So Ethan's signing off in 3 spades, which is fine. We're playing match points, so the plan will be to make over tricks if I can here. Who are we playing against? Let's see. Oh, it's Robert and Alan. So let's look up and see if they have a card. Okay, so they play Upside Down Attitude, first discard Laventhal. So I'll keep that in mind as I'm watching their carding here. Drinking my usual coffee tonight. All right, so let's have a look here. We've actually got a double fit in spades and hearts. So in the heart suit, we've got at least 2 losers on a 3-2 break. So I'm going to play this for 2 losers in the heart suit, half a loser in the spade suit, probably a loser in each of the minor suits. So it's not looking good unless I can pick up the spade suit for no losers. If I can go 1 loser in each of the minor suits, 2 losers in hearts, and no losers in spades, then I'm going to make this. All right, no reason to duck here. I'm going to play the ace. The only reason to duck would be if East had led from low from King Queen, which they're not going to do. So I'm going to play the 8. The reason I'm playing the 8 is to make this 4 look less encouraging because they play Upside Down Count and Attitude. I don't want them playing a club when they get back in. So I'm going to run this queen and hope it holds. Okay, so now the only way I'm making this is on a misdefense. If they don't cash this club, and I can pitch it on the king of diamonds. If they cash the ace of diamonds and continue with a diamond, I might still be able to make this, but that's the only way this is making now. Okay, but they do not. So I'm going to, let's see, what do I want to do? I want to actually cover this. The reason I want to cover this is to make it less attractive to play a diamond. I can rough this low. There's no way that that was a doubleton unless they led low from 10 doubleton. So I can rough this small. Now I'm going to draw trump. See what happens in the heart suit. Maybe I can sneak a diamond by them. That might be the only way I can make this contract. So I'll try to sneak a diamond by them now and see what happens. No dice. So by playing that diamond, I may actually go down an extra trick here, and that is because I lost tempo on the hand by them playing another diamond trick here. Had I just played on hearts, then I would be down 1 instead of down 2. So that's my fault. I probably should be playing to just go down 1 there rather than trying to make that contract. Nobody's going to be making this contract, so why bother playing for the missed defense? It turns out not to matter from a match point perspective. Down 2 versus down 1 is about the same thing. So based on these scores, I'm kind of happy I took the risk to try to make it. But in general, you don't want to play on missed defenses unless you're playing against very bad opponents. These two are not bad opponents, so it's probably not right to play for the missed defense, and I should have just played on hearts at the end. One person's actually down 1, so it did cost a match point here. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to overcall 1 no, which is 16 to 18 here. Over this, we play regular systems on over a strong no trump. This 1 diamond doesn't necessarily have to be a diamond suit. They play a bit of a strange system here. So this shows 11 to 17 without a 5-card major and not a strong no trump hand. This is a transfer to spades. I'm happy about that. Hopefully I can play this spade contract better than I played the last one. A couple more people are taking 1 more trick than me here. Had I been able to make 3 spades and sneak that diamond by, that would have been sweet, but was not the case. So usually on a sequence like this, West has a weak no trump type hand. So that's what I'm going to play West for in the absence of other information. If he had a very unbalanced hand, he probably would have competed over the transfer. So looking at this hand, I've got 2 club losers. I have half a diamond loser, and I have 1, probably 2 spade losers here. So this is probably going to make, but it might make an overtrick. So if I can pick up the diamond suit for no losers, it's going to make an overtrick. There's also a bad spade break to worry about as well, so I'm going to be paying attention to that. I'm also counting West's points. West likely has a weak no trump type hand, so something like 11 to 14 high card points balanced. The fact that there's so many missing clubs means that the clubs are probably divided 5-4. If somebody had 6 clubs, they might have competed white on red. Another club through here gives me a rough and slough. There's no reason currently to take this diamond hook. I'm going to watch the signal that East gives here. The 7 is a relatively low spot, which is encouraging. There's no reason not to cash the ace here and then play a spade up. I don't want them to have any roughing value here, so I'm just going to play a spade, concealing the 2 to mess up their signals if possible. East wouldn't have ducked with the king-queen. So now there is the decision to make whether I take this hook or not. Would West have shifted to the 8 of diamonds from Queen 8-5? That would be a very unusual shift. Now, the downside to hooking is really not much, because if it loses and a diamond comes back, it's going to get roughed with the top spade anyway. Now, is there a possibility that West shifted to this diamond from 3 small? I don't think so. He would have had to shift to the 8 from 10-8-5. Is that more likely? I think that's probably more likely, actually. I'm going to play the king and hope for the best. Okay, so it didn't matter. Now I'm going to claim because I'm going to be off the top trump, and that's it. So that hand went about as expected. There weren't really any surprises there. Actually, that's a bit of a surprise. West actually did have a 6-card club suit and was silent over 2 spades. They probably should be competing to 3 clubs here. And yeah, so 3 clubs is actually going for -1 or -2. So this is a pretty good score for us to be going plus 10, 110 there. Double dummy, let's see how that should go. It probably should go about as it went. Yep, so double dummy it should make, and that's what happened. We don't really want to be doing exactly what double dummy says, though. We want to be doing better than that. So that's the goal, and that's what we're striving to do. Board 1 didn't go as planned. It should be down 1, I think. Yeah, down 1, but I ended up going for down 2, trying to make that. Okay, so this is another nebulous diamond bid by the opponents. 1 diamond most times is a weak no trump type hand. He's got a weak no trump with 4 spades. I don't have to lead against this, so I'm going to take some information from partner. Ethan and I usually are pretty happy to be playing defense, so we're going to sit back and try to defend this one perfectly. I've already made 1 mistake tonight, so I can't make any more. That's my quota for the entire night, and I made it on board 1. This queen is usually from the king. On this queen, my role is to play a suit preference card, with a middle card being encouraging and the lower high cards being suit preference. What I want to do here is I think I want to encourage a heart. And the reason I want to encourage a heart is because I don't want hearts getting pitched if East has the king jack of diamonds and can hook my queen and then pitch a heart quickly. Can I afford to throw the 10? Probably not, so I'm going to play the 8. The 8 is a mildly high suit preference here, whereas the 10 would be a stronger signal for the heart. This low club here, the 3 would ask for a diamond, and the 7 would be encouraging for clubs. On an auction like this, Ethan's probably leading the queen from king, queen small, or king, queen, maybe even queen doubleton. Okay, so it's from queen doubleton. So that means that East has 1 other club. It could be the jack. Ethan would lead the queen from queen jack if he's leading a doubleton. Even though we play Rusa now at trick 1, from doubletons we lead the top. This is an even number of diamonds. So maybe Ethan's got 4 diamonds. That would make sense here. 4, 4, 3, 2. So Ethan's seen my 8 of clubs on the first trick. He's going to have to decide what to do here. He'll probably shift to a heart, is my guess. The question is, does he shift to his ace of hearts if he has it? We've seen the king of clubs and the jack of diamonds come out of East's hand. So East should have more points. East probably has around an invite, so like 11 points or something, 11, 12. So East probably has one of the 2 remaining aces, but not both. Could be the ace of spades, could be the ace of hearts. Okay, so here's the ace. So I do want him to continue hearts. Then I'm going to have to decide, do I try to go for a club ruff or not? Let's watch these spots here. Okay, it's the 4. Do I have a better shift here than a club? I don't think so. I'm going to give my standard remainder count in clubs. Hopefully Ethan's out. He's not, but that's fine. I've got the 10-7 over the 9. East should have the ace of spades now. East has only shown up with 4 points. East probably also has the queen of hearts, so that's 6. The ace is 10. Normally we play suit preference in the trump suit. Ethan's low suit preference is asking for a club back. I know that he's out of clubs, but he probably also knows I have no more entries left to my hand to give him a ruff. East might be thinking about whether to rough out clubs or rough out diamonds. It's going to be tricky because when he tries to get back to hand after roughing a diamond with a club, it's going to get over-roughed by Ethan if he's missing the jack. So the jack of spades is actually a really critical card here. If East started with ace of spades, queen of hearts, jack of diamonds, king of clubs, that's 10. That might be it. He might be in trouble getting back to his hand to rough another diamond. He's going to run out of time, though, if he doesn't play a card. Okay, so here's the expected diamond. Ethan still has another diamond left in his hand, as does East. He's going to have to decide whether to rough high or low here. He'll guess right and rough low. Now the club coming back, which I'll play the 7, is going to get over-roughed by Ethan if Ethan has the jack of spades. 70.02. That would be nice. We've had a few scores above that in the last month. We're going to try to do better than 70, but so far we're off to a poor start. This is unfortunate because if this times out, then the Gib is going to take the correct line. Oh, he did have the jack. That's unfortunate. So is he going to cross rough the rest of the hand here? We're going to run out of time. This is always annoying. Oh, okay, so now he's got the rest. Now he can just play a spade to the board. Okay. What's he doing here? Maybe Ethan's thinking whether to rough in here. That is frustrating. Oh, okay, so it adjusted to down 1. Okay, so that's fine. That ends up being a pretty good score. Let's see what the position was at the end there. That round ended up being above average, even with my error on board 1. Okay, so we've got a 1 spade bid. These two play standard. They're fairly good opponents. We're going to pass here with this hand. Let's have a look and see what that end position was that Declare was thinking so long about. Oh yeah, so he was missing the 10 of spades, which is always going to make this very difficult for him to make that contract. Club comes through. He did well to rough high. Let's start the gib here. Yeah, so even if... Yeah, so Ethan did well to pitch this 10 of hearts. That was the critical play, because that... Interesting. So he pitches this 10. Now I can rough with my 9. So he has to rough with the king. Yeah, that's the key play. Okay, so the opponents are bidding spades and diamonds. West has a strong hand with at least 6 spades. I've got 4 spades of my own, so I'm pretty happy about defending this. I've also got a fairly good lead available, which is the Jack of Clubs. Singleton leads tend to do well, even when you have long trumps yourself, and that's a common misconception that you should not lead your singletons when having length in the trump suit. That's actually not the case all the time. Sometimes you should lead a singleton not to get roughs in your hand, but to try to set high cards up in partner's hand. This heart lead is going to be dangerous. The diamond lead is poor given the 2 diamond bids, so the Jack of Clubs lead is fairly clear here. And dummies come down with a fairly solid diamond suit, but only 1 spade. What I want to do, whenever you see a dummy like this that has a long running suit, you want to attack the entries of dummy. So when we get in, before Declarer can draw trumps, take a diamond hook, and run all those diamonds, we want to try to strip Declarer of all entries to this dummy. So that's going to be the plan. Unfortunately, it might be too late now. Maybe I had to have let a diamond here in order to stop Declarer. But Declarer is stripping their own entries for some reason. Okay, so this 3... Okay. Interesting. So Declarer has gotten rid of all of her entries to the board and has pitched 1 heart. Declarer started with 1 diamond, and also likely the ace, king, queen of clubs. I'm going to play a high spade because I want partner playing a heart. So Declarer could be like 6, 1, 3, 3, with 6 spades, 1 diamond, and 3, 3 in the rounded suits. That's certainly possible. That is bizarre. Okay, why would that 10 get played? Would Declarer ever play low to the queen? No, so I have to duck here. That would be a bizarre play if Declarer played the 10 from the king. Yeah, so now I'm going to get a second trump trick. Unfortunately, that's not what I want here. So I want to not ruff, because I've got a natural trump trick coming. And by not ruffing, what I've done is I've told partner that I have the king of hearts. So now partner has told me that it's safe to shift to hearts. Now I'm going to ruff. Partner's told me I can safely shift to a heart. Okay, but I guess it didn't matter. It's going to come down to the club suit now because West is out of my suits. Does partner have a club? Nope. So it made. Looks like regardless of the lead this is going to make, but the Jack of Clubs ended up not being the best lead. The best lead is actually a heart, as it turns out. Okay, let's look what I have here. So 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is a pretty good hand. Not quite good enough to open this one club, so I'm just going to open this one diamond, which is 11 to 16 and 2 plus diamonds. Let's see here. I didn't really like partner's club back there. Could we have done any better? I'm going to stop and think about this because I've got a conventional bid coming up here. So 2-no actually shows this hand. So I've got club shortness and a maximum. So I want to bid this. So this is 14 to 16 high card points, short clubs, and 4 spades. So this is a very specific bid, this 2-no. Because we open hands 1 diamond that are limited to 16, no natural 2-no trump bid could occur here. I can't have a hand that would be good enough for a natural 2-no trump. So what we use 2-no trump for here is to show a specific splinter with a maximum and a spade fit. We don't use 3 clubs as that splinter because 3 clubs would allow them to double our conventional bid. Now partner can decide whether to bid game or not opposite this 2-no. He knows exactly what I have. My hand's almost good enough just to blast the game on its own, but my queen of clubs now is getting a bit worse. I'm happy to defend this. Hopefully John doesn't try to sack in 3 clubs. But if he does, partner's going to know exactly what to do because I've told him that I'm short in clubs. This is a penalty double. There's nothing for me to say here. Partner knows exactly what I have. And John has unilaterally sacrificed here. This may be a good score for the opponents because we're probably making 4 spades. But let's try to set this as much as we can. One thing that's notable is that John actually passed to begin with over 1 diamond, which is interesting. John's bid clubs twice now. Wow, and that's a pretty nice dummy here. Hopefully I'll be able to score my queen of clubs. Maybe partner's got like ace doubleton of clubs, and John will play a low one. So here, I'm supposed to play attitude. I want a spade continuation. Then I'll shift to a diamond after I get in. Partner's going to give me his standard remainder count on the spade back. So I'm going to look at all these spots here. Okay, so partner started with 4 spades. Now the question is, do I shift to the diamond or do I shift to the heart? What has partner got left? So I know that partner has somewhere in the neighborhood of, a constructive hand. He's shown up with the ace of spades. He's got to have something else. It might not be safe to play a heart into this holding. I don't think a diamond can be that bad, so I'm going to play the 6. The 6 is one of my higher diamond spots, saying, partner, I don't really want a diamond played back. Now that I see kind of the king and the ace happen, I sort of do want a diamond played back. That's what partner's doing. Partner may not have much else here. Okay, so now the question is, do I play my hearts or not? How many hearts could he pitch? He's probably got some heart length. I'm going to play the ace. The main reason I'm playing the ace is, okay, so he's asking for a heart continuation. I was worried that John had 3 diamonds left, that he could pitch 3 hearts. So now we've got this down 4, which is good enough that this is going to be better than making 4 spades. Okay, and that's all she wrote. So as it turns out, he had 2 diamond pitches left, and that would have been enough to pitch 2 hearts, but not enough to get rid of all of them. So it would have been the same had I continued a diamond or not. But if John had a 5th diamond, which is still possible on that sequence, he could have pitched 1 extra heart. So that's a good score. 4 spades was indeed making there. We've got 6 minutes to play the last hand. That's fine. I'm going to try to bid this positive sequence fairly quickly here. I've got a positive hand opposite 1 club. 1 club is a artificial bid with 16 plus. So this is game forcing, balanced, or 4-4-4-1. Hopefully the opponents don't spend too much time passing. Now I'm going to complete my shape here. So what I'm going to first do is show that I have 4 spades. This shows 4 spades exactly. Next, I'm going to bid 3 diamonds. No, I'm going to bid 2 no, which shows 4 clubs. Then I'm going to show my shape. So partner's just trying to get my exact shape here. I'm going to bid 2 no, showing 4 clubs. Then after partner's 3 club response, I'm going to bid 3 hearts, which shows this exact shape. So this shows that I'm 4-3-2-4. Partner's 3 spade bid now would ask me for controls. He could also try signing off in 3 no. These sequences are always pretty fun. I wish we had more time to bid this one, but we'll probably get to the right spot. We're doing fine. So this shows 3 controls. Ace equals 2, king equals 1. If partner then scans again with 4 diamonds, I'm going to bid yes, yes, no, step 3, showing the ace of spades, the king of clubs, and no queen of spades. Yes, yes, no. Yeah, so I'm going to bid 4 no trump next if partner asks me again. The opponents are taking more time passing than we are bidding, which is always frustrating. John's just thinking. It's one of my pet peeves when people do that. So this says ace or king of spades, ace or king of clubs, and no queen of spades. And partner's signing off. And I'm going to play it. Partner was probably hoping that I had the queen of spades, but I don't. Okay, let's see here. So half a heart loser, half a spade loser, a club loser, half a diamond loser. This might actually go down. I can actually pitch 2 hearts, though, on the clubs.
I think it's time for a nubbing.
I'm going to rough this one. Okay. Well, that's not a good sign. Hopefully that queen of spades drops here. There we go. Okay, so let's take this last trump out. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to play, as this hand is my long trump, I'm going to take a heart hook, and I'm going to pitch my last diamond on the hearts. There we go, so I've got the rest. So I'm going to pitch D on the long heart. Okay, so that worked fine. Other tables are doing similar things on that one, either taking 420, 430, 450. One person actually taking one more trick than me there. Board 5 is going to be a top, given other people are in 4 spades. So that was another above average round. 4 spades by West there ends up being not the greatest, because some people are not even in game on their cards, which is unfortunate. Okay, but we're sitting at 61%. We want to be about 10% higher than this ideally. That's our aim. So let's see if we can get there. So far, I've made one mistake here on board 1, which has led to a 20% as opposed to a 45%. So I'm going to have to make up for that. Here, I've got a decision to make about how high to preempt. I really like 3 hearts here as opposed to 2 hearts with this shape. The reason is because I'm 6'5", and I'm short in both black suits. I don't want the opponents finding a game here in spades. And this is going to make it more difficult for them to find a spade game. And it's going to put a lot of pressure on East as to what to do here. Most people also play a double by East here is still negative rather than a penalty double. Partner might bump this to 4 hearts, but they don't. Now West is in a pickle as well if West doesn't have a spade fit. But of course they do, so we will let them play 4 spades. At least we put as much pressure on them as we could. Hopefully we didn't push them there compared to most people. In general, I like to be pretty aggressive preempting with wild shapes like this. I usually preempt about a level higher than normal with a shape like this. Partner leading a trump, which is interesting. Usually partner would lead a trump if he's got length in dummy suit. So partner probably has a lot of tricks and clubs, and he's trying to cut down on club roughs. But this is a pretty good dummy after that 3 spade bid. What is this? So 11, 14 points with 3 spades to the ace king. Okay, so this card is suit preference. Partner's not going to be able to read this correctly because I have a stiff, but he'll find that out fairly shortly. This Jack of Spades doesn't say much about his suit preference. He's probably just leading that as a bridge card rather than leading that as a suit preference card. I'm going to tell partner that I do indeed want a heart shifted to when he gets in. Usually partner will shift to a trump if he's got vulnerable holdings in all of the side suits. It's possible that partner didn't actually have a heart to lead me. Maybe partner had 0 hearts. Is that possible? This is standard remainder count, showing that I started with 6 hearts rather than 7. Partner playing up the line in spades, suggesting he wants a club through as soon as possible. The 4 also suggests he's got 4 clubs. So the clubs are probably split 4 for 4 1 around the table.
Yes, you can do it. Try again.
I'm going to give count in the diamond suit to help partner in case he needs that. When partner gets in with a club, he might need to decide what to shift to. If he's got no hearts, he's going to have a difficult shift. So giving count in the diamond suit might help him. Partner has no hearts. That means that East was dealt 4 clubs, 5 spades, and 4 hearts, and 0 diamonds. Okay, so that's not possible. So partner must have at least 1 heart. Partner doesn't have a stiff heart, or he would have let it. So maybe partner's got 3 hearts? So 5, 3, 5, 3, 2, 3. So East should have 1 more diamond left. Partner had some spades there. And a club winner too. Look at that. I can afford to get rid of one of these. 5, 3, 2, 2. Yeah, I can afford to get rid of 1 diamond. And now a heart. Now partner plays his heart. If only I had pitched my Jack of Hearts away, maybe I'd get 2 diamond tricks. Nope. So the last spade is with East, as should be expected given the bidding. And we set this too. Seems like that D went pretty well. Partner did well to lead a trump there. He ended up cutting down on roughs, it looks like. Let's see here. So double dummy. Yeah, that was a great lead. Rather than a club would have let it make. Hart would have caused it to be the same down 1, but we ended up taking 1 extra trick. And we took 1 more trick than the field. Let's see, where was that extra trick that we got here? Was it in the diamond suit? I think it was in the diamond suit. Okay, so let's see here. Let's bid 3 clubs here. 3 clubs shows the higher and the lower, and at least opening values. That's about what I have here. So this shows hearts plus clubs, opening values plus. A lot of people play just normal Michaels. We play a variant of Michaels called Gestem, which is more specific and shows specifically which minor that you have. 3 clubs shows the top outstanding suit and the bottom outstanding suit, which here is clubs. Partner's allowed to pass this with a hand if he wants to. He can bid 3 spades if he's got a slam going hand in one of my suits. He can bid 3 no, or he can sign off in 3 hearts. But he's chosen 5 clubs. Now, if West bids 5 spades, do I double? If I double, basically that's a gamble that this ace of clubs is cashing. And it may not be cashing. Partner's 5 club bid is probably with 4 or 5 clubs. And if West chooses to bid 5 diamonds or 5 spades here, then there's a very strong possibility he might be void. Okay, but the fact that he's passed 5 clubs means he's probably not void. So I'm going to play West for a singleton club. Interesting. So partner only had 4 clubs here. Now, if I play low and West has the king 10, West might play the king here. So I'm going to play low. There we go. So West did have probably the king and the 10 of spades and was in a pickle as to whether to choose to play the king or the 10 and chose wrong. I gambled that East would not have underled the king of spades, and that gamble ended up working well. So now the question is the trump suit or the heart suit. There's really no need to rough a heart right now because the heart might very well get over roughed. I also want to strip the spades here. Actually, let's cash one first, just to see what the club break is like. Okay. East is thinking. Why is East thinking? Okay, so East is thinking probably with Queen 10. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rough a heart. And if hearts break 3-3, then I am going to make this contract. And they do break 3-3. This is a modern day miracle. Look at that. Maybe they'll let this queen of diamonds run. Nope, but that's all she wrote. That's a bit of a lucky one. Really, the key play on this hand was trick 1. And the key play on trick 1 is to try to visualize what holding West might have that would lead West to misdefend. And that holding is king 10. So I played West for having king 10 and having a difficult decision and getting it wrong. That's what happened. Okay, so here, do I open this or do I not open this? It's a 10-point hand, not great. I'm not going to open this. Oh, and that's a top board. A lot of people are in 3 spades by East-West going down. So had I gone down in this contract, it actually would not have been that great for us. So I'm glad that West got the decision wrong on trick 1 to play the king from king 10 there. So here over 1 diamond, now I'm getting a bit excited. If we've got a major suit fit, then we may even have a game here. So I'm going to start with 1 heart and see how partner responds. Partner would only pass 1 heart here if he had an unbalanced hand with 3 hearts. If he bids 1 no here, that would be 15 or 16 points balanced and would deny. Oh, okay. So 1 spade shows a hand that is unbalanced with shortness somewhere, usually in hearts. I'm going to ask. So if I ask with one no, or I could invite. Yeah, let's just invite. I don't really care what partner has here. I'm just going to invite. I could have asked what partner had with one no, but I don't think that would have helped me much in determining whether to invite or not. Partner could have shown me whether he had a stiff heart, 6 diamonds, or neither of the two. And I'm fine here. If partner wants to play 3 spades, that's fine. He should have shortness, usually in hearts, and probably 11 to 13 points for this pass. And if that's what he has, I'm happy to play 3 spades. Yep, so partner's got a stiff heart and 12 points. Had I asked with one no and partner had shown up with this, I probably still would have bid 3 spades. So at least now the opponents are a bit in the dark as to what partner's shape is. We're going to lose a club here, and we're going to lose a spade, maybe 2. And we may also lose a rounded suit card in addition, if we can't get the roughs going. In order not to lose a rounded suit, we're going to have to get 2 heart roughs in Ethan's hand, which is going to be a tall order. So does Ethan take a hook here or rough a heart? Looks like he's going straight for the spade suit. Okay, so maybe what he's going to do is try to rough as many clubs as he can in my hand. He can pitch 1 club on the king of hearts, cross the hand with a diamond, take another club rough, and then hook the spades. East has the ace and the queen of spades left. So it looks like we're going to make 5. Given the very fortunate spade break, it looks like it's going to make 5. The only thing now that can stop Ethan from making 5 is if there was Jack 4th of diamonds offside. I'm hoping for that now. Partner should cash the last spade, and hopefully this squeezes somebody. No diamonds pitched. All right. Oh, was the jack, maybe the jack of diamonds is gone already. Maybe I missed the jack of diamonds. Well done by partner. Looks like nobody is finding game on these cards, which is really 10 opposite 12. It's a game that's a little bit tricky to find, especially had I shaped Ethan out and found out about this stiff heart. I sort of would have devalued still with this ace king of hearts here, and I probably would not have blasted to game. What? Ethan is saying we've played 9 hands. Is that true? What? Oh, wow. So Ethan is saying every one of these hands should be played in spades. Yeah, board 5 is nonsense. They shouldn't sack there. And they did sack. Board 8, we made a nonsense 5 club bid that ended up making. Board 9 should be in spades. Yeah, all of these hands should be in spades. That's remarkable. 9 straight hands that should all be played in spades. Let's see if anyone got to game. Oh, so one person did get to game on these cards here. But most people are not taking that extra trick that partner took. Partner was very careful to rough that last club, which is why he took extra tricks there. Double dummy, I think Ethan took the right number of tricks. So on a diamond lead, That is the lead that holds it to only making 10 tricks. I wonder if Ethan would have played low from my hand on this board, where it went low spade. Okay, so that was a good round overall. Let's have a look and see how we did. Board 7, probably going to be near a top. It's not quite a top, but it's pretty close. It's going to be an 80%, 88, 85%. Board 8, 5 clubs making. I doubt anybody's going to touch that, and nobody is. Everybody's in spades or clubs. Nobody's in game and clubs. So that's going to be 100. Board 9 is going to be an above average board because Ethan played the hand properly, roughing that second club, taking more tricks than everybody else in part score. We did miss game on these cards, and one person actually found game there. Let's see how they found game. 1 diamond, 1 heart, 1 spade, 3 spades, 4 spades. Interesting. So South decided to bid 4 spades there with this, which is, I mean, there's some shape there, but I would probably devalue this hand a little bit with the stiff Jack of Hearts opposite partner's 1 heart bid. Okay, let's see how we're doing. 68%. Okay, we're getting closer now to where we want to be, and we are almost at halfway through the match. Hopefully you guys are enjoying watching the stream. If you've found anything that's been particularly interesting or funny tonight, let me know and we can chat about it. All right, 1 club. So what do I have here? 15, 16. I could double. I could bid 1 no. Kind of like 1 no the best here. Yeah, I'm going to bid 1 no. Most people, their 1 club bids could be as few as 2 or 3. I usually don't sweat it to overcall 1 no over 1 club without a club stopper here. 1 no is my most descriptive bid. The only feature that goes against bidding 1 no here is the absence of a club stop. But that shouldn't be too bad unless West happens to have like 5 clubs that are running. Now I'm pretty happy because I've got defense against 2 spades. And West is going to be in a pickle over 2 spades and decides to pass. Partner is on lead. Partner's not going to lead a club, probably not a spade. Most likely partner's going to lead a heart or a diamond. Ethan said every hand should be in spades. I'm not convinced that the opponents should be in spades on this hand, but we'll see. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Interesting. Partner does lead a club. Now that 9 of clubs could be from 10-9. So East wouldn't bid 2 spades with only 4, I don't think. So East has got to have... Let's see, should I play the jack here? The 3 would ask for a diamond, and I don't want a diamond. So I'm going to play the jack. Okay, so maybe that was from an interior sequence. Could it be that he led the 9 from Queen 10-9? That's probably most likely here. If a club comes back, I'm going to pitch a high diamond asking for a heart. Interestingly, East is roughing clubs on the long side, which is a bit bizarre, shortening his own trumps. Why would he be doing that? I can't imagine that that's correct. East now playing the jack, probably from Queen Jack. Okay, partner played the 8 and the 7, which suggests that partner started with 3 or 5 diamonds. 3-3. I don't want Steven roughing a diamond on the board, so I'm going to pitch my last diamond here. I'm going to let him win. I don't want to throw the ace of hearts away because I'd rather partner just play a spade. If partner has it, there we go. There's the spade. Now if East flies king of spades, then I'm taking the rest. But what I'm going to do now is drop the jack of spades in the East's hand so that I remove that. Drop this, give up a spade, and then I'll take the rest. So they're going to be down one here. Then I'll take the remainder. So that was a good spade shift by partner. I was hoping he would play a spade, and he did, which is great. And that is all that the opponents get. The rest are mine. Double dummy, can we do any better there? It looks like on anything but a trump lead, declarer can make that. What's the field doing? So the field is in 1-0 by them either down one or making. Two spades is not a good contract for them, especially with East bidding two spades with only 4 to the Jack-9, which is bizarre. Over 1-0, East should just pass. His hand is not good enough to bid. Okay, so let's see, what are we going to do here? We've got 11, 14, 19 points. This is good enough to double and then bid spades. So I'm going to start with a double, and then if partner bids clubs, I'll bid 2 spades. We don't play equal level conversion, so 2 spades over partner's 2 club bid would show a big hand like I have here and a 5-card suit. That's what I want to do here. My hand is too good here for a simple 1 spade overcall. Interesting, so that's a free 2 heart bid. So partner should have at least like 7 high. So I'm just going to blast a game here. I've also got well-positioned diamonds as well. If partner has 1 ace, then we are making this game. And partner's got to have something somewhere for a free 2 heart call. Could partner have like the queen of clubs, the queen of diamonds, and the jack? No, partner must have an ace. So I'm bidding 4 hearts. There's really no hand that he can have that doesn't contain an ace for this bid. Queen, jack of clubs. Maybe if he had like 5 hearts and a really weak hand, he might make this bid, but I think it's unlikely. He probably doesn't have the queen of diamonds. So he's got to have... Oh, he's got 2 aces. Look at that. Okay, so we're in the right spot. We're going to be taking everything except the 2 minor suit aces. Hopefully they don't shift to a diamond here. That would really suck. Because if they don't shift to a diamond, then he's going to make 12 tricks, and it's going to be a near top. Aha! There we go. All right, so now we're in business. We may not, in fact, lose any diamonds at all here. Partner has to be wary of the spade break, though, because if the spades are breaking funny, then it might be difficult to draw trump and pitch that diamond and get rid of those club losers. So he's going to have to be careful here how he goes about doing this. His plan is to make 12 tricks here because he knows that the field is making 11. So if he can get to 12, he's going to be taking the vast majority of the match points. So how to do that safely? It's probably best to start with a top trump, but he's starting with a spade to the ace and then roughing a club probably. And then he's going to try to pitch the last two minor suits losers on the long spade. So it looks like he's gambling here that the spades are breaking. But how is he getting back to hand to draw the last trump? He's got to hope now that the trumps are breaking 2-2. Otherwise, he's probably in trouble. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so trumps broke 2-2. What about spades? Uh-oh, that's not good. So what this means is now he has no entries to dummy. So he is likely going to be losing two minor suit tricks now because the spades broke poorly. There's no way to get to that good last spade. And if West flies with the ace of diamonds and then continues with a top club, then we're in trouble. Partner will probably just cash the last trump here, hoping that West pitches a club away. But West does not. Okay, so now is the moment of truth. Oh, a club. Maybe partner was paying more attention to the clubs than I was. Okay, so that club is good, I guess. All right, so partner ended up doing just as well as the field on this hand, which is good. I was a bit worried he was going to lose an extra trick, but he was paying attention to the club spots, and the 8 of clubs grew up. So that's going to be probably par. So it looks like on an ace lead, it should always be +1. Okay, let's see here. So this is a weak no trump. This is 11 to 13. Let's see if anybody else got to 12. One pair did actually get to 12. And partner probably can get to 12 after the club continuation. Let's see. If the history here is too small for people to see, let me know and I can make it bigger. So actually partner can get to 12 here. He roughs. Plays. Okay, so that's where he went wrong, was playing a spade to the ace. He has to draw another round of trump first. Two diamonds here is conventional. So over this penalty double here, we play escapes. So two diamonds is just basically two. Two diamonds is rather diamonds and a higher ranking suit. So I'm going to pass two diamonds. Over the penalty doubles of 1-no, and provided this is penalty, which most people play that it is, we play that two clubs and two diamonds both show that suit and a higher ranking suit. All right, I'll try to blow that up for the history. Hold on a moment. Okay, let's see here. Okay, is that better? Let's see. Hopefully that's better. Okay, so we're defending against two spades. On this card, my card is suit preference. So I'm going to play a low club, which asks for a diamond. Partner's card on the spade is also suit preference. He's also asking for a diamond. I should note that this 10 of clubs, because I hold the jack, must be from shortness. I'm going to again ask for a diamond from partner. East is holding the ace and king of clubs, certainly here. So that's 9 points that are already known from East's hand. Now partner, I've asked him twice for a diamond back. He'll have a very good reason, I'm sure, not to play a diamond here. Interesting. So partner must feel as though I'm going to get in and give him a rough. Not sure why the no diamond, but there's really no rush, I guess, to play diamonds here because I'm always getting in with my king of hearts, although partner doesn't know that. I need to hold on to this second club because East holds a small club as well as the other top club. So let's see, what am I going to do here? I'm going to pitch a heart. And I'm going to throw my jack away. Maybe East forgets where the 9 is. Partner played the 2 of hearts. Okay, so partner did not forget about the 9 of clubs. This is very odd, the way the heart suit is being played here. Very strange. It looks like partner started with 4 hearts and 4 diamonds, 2 clubs and 3 spades. So that's partner's shape. I can't allow this diamond to go through because East could have Queen Doubleton of diamonds. All right, so that went about as expected. Declarer, I think, blew 1 extra trick on that board, but still ended up taking 80%. Yeah, so he should make an extra trick there. He blew a trick, and somehow we still ended up with a 20% score because most people don't get to 2 spades. 2 spades is bizarre here with a 4-card suit. Interesting. Okay. So my decision here is 1 club or 2 clubs. I'm going to start with 2 clubs. So what 2 clubs here shows is 11 to 15 high and 6 plus clubs. This hand, although it's got a great club suit, isn't good enough to upgrade to a strong club. Just shrinking things a little bit here. Let's see, there we go. Okay, so over the double, Ethan has a bunch of follow-ups that he can make here. He can ask about my hand with 2 diamonds. 2 no trump is a invitational club bid. And I want to say that yes, I have a good hand. So I have a max and diamonds. I think this actually shows that I'm missing a major stop. Had I both of the majors stopped, I would have been 3-0 myself. But I'll have to review that. Okay, so partner's got, it looks like both of the majors covered, so that's great. As long as we don't lose 5 top spade tricks, this is going to take 6, 7, 8, 9 tricks. So we should be in the right spot. Chances are if East had 5 spades, he would have overcalled 2 spades. So most likely the spades are split 4-4. That ace is not a good sign because it means that West probably has the king. Dorian's a pretty good player. He usually does... Oh, interesting. So he's playing ace and then the king, which is probably suit preference, asking for a heart. So Dorian's telling his partner, yes, I've got the ace king of spades. I also have the king of hearts. So when you get in, please play a heart. Now partner's decision is going to be whether to go for an over trick by hooking hearts or not. The issue here is that if you hook a heart and it loses, then you might lose that heart plus 2 spades. Although it's very unlikely that West started with 5 spades. So I think the heart hook is percentage here to take that. So if I was Ethan, I would run these clubs and take the heart hook. At worst, it loses, and you lose one more spade trick. There's really no possibility that West started with 5 spades here. Okay, so Ethan's taken the heart hook, which is great. Now he's going to have to cash that ace of hearts before he crosses to the board, because there's no entries left to that heart suit. And he's going to take one over trick for making 10 tricks. And that should be a average plus, I would think. A lot of people, I think, are going to be in 3-0 on these cards. Not everybody is going to take 10 tricks. Some people might be afraid of the heart hook, but Ethan is correct that on this bidding, the heart hook is percentage. Had there been silent opponents, then the heart hook would not be percentage, because then it risks losing 2 extra spades at the end, because West could then have a 5-card spade suit. But if West had a 5-card spade suit here, West certainly would have competed. And instead, West passed. Two no's a bid there that doesn't come up very often, but we'll have to review our follow-ups and our notes there. Okay, so let's see. So this is a bit better than I expected, actually. A lot of the field is not in 3-0. And out of the 3 people that are in 3-0, 2 are taking 10 tricks, and 1 is taking 9. So this is going to be a pretty good score, which is good. That's what we want. And these are our 2 good opponents, so it's always good to get good scores against good opponents. There wasn't much that they could do. Oh my goodness, look at that. West actually did have 5 spades. So had that heart finesse lost, Ethan would have been down in that contract. I'm going to make a light overcall. The reason I'm making a light overcall here is for 2 reasons. One is a lot of the time East-West here will have some specific follow-ups over this forcing no trump that I can obscure by bidding 2 clubs. And 2 is I want to give partner a safe lead. If partner is on lead against a no trump contract, I want partner leading a club. I really don't want a hard lead. And had I left this auction to be, partner probably is leading a heart on this auction. 2-0 here is artificial, and Leventhal, it says he's got a weak hand and he wants to compete to 3 clubs. So basically, 2-0 is the weaker version of 3 clubs. West actually has a invitational spade bid. So I'm going to pass after appropriate tempo. Now they're going to have to decide whether to bid game or not, and they are bidding game. Now, at least against this game, partner has a good lead to make. Great, that's what I want to see. So partner's probably leading the ace from ace third. Partner's 2-0 trump bid likely shows a weak hand with a club fit. It's conceivable that partner might have bid 2-0 with a weak hand and long hearts. So he could have a doubleton club, but it's just unlikely. In any case, I likely want to be encouraging here, but I'm just going to be thinking about the hand. Probably my queen of spades is getting picked up, so the spades are going to be no losers. It looks like the diamonds are coming in for declarer, so we really have to take these clubs right away. I'm going to watch the spots carefully because I want to know if partner started with 3 clubs or with 2 clubs. The 10. Okay, so partner probably started with 3 clubs. And I'll know if I see the queen of clubs drop here. Okay, so partner started with 4 clubs. Interesting. So if partner started with 4 clubs, what does that tell me? Partner's got a weak hand with 4 clubs, so he probably can't have anything else. Because if partner had 4 clubs to the ace-10 and another high card, partner would have bid 3 clubs directly rather than Leventhal. Unfortunately for Dorian, he probably guessed the spade suit incorrectly. This 4 of spades is suit preference. There's really no reason to play anything but a club here. I'm going to play a middle club just to maintain communications between the 2 hands. So now Dorian probably has 2 spades left in his hand. And unfortunately for him, he did not guess the trump suit correctly. So let's say he's got 5 of those, 1 of those, 5 spades, 1 club. Could he have 4 hearts? No, he can't have 4 hearts because he's got to have 4 diamonds. So I can afford to part with a heart. And I'm going to encourage, just so that Dorian doesn't take the heart finesse. Dorian's a smart player, so he's watching my signals. This 5 of hearts says I have the king of hearts, which I don't have. I don't want him taking this heart finesse. And partner's not getting in again, so it doesn't matter. Dorian started with 5 spades, 4 diamonds, 3 hearts, and 1 club. Now, if he's missing the 10 of diamonds, partner can get in with the 10 of diamonds and play a club. Please play a club, partner. There you go. And this should cash. Unfortunately, I think partner blocked his club suit, which is a shame. Hopefully partner had the king of hearts too. That would have been sweet. Nope. So we could have gotten that down too. Partner forgot to unblock his queen of clubs. But it'll still be pretty good. All right. So that was pretty well defended, even though we could have gotten that down too. We did better, it looks like, than everybody else here. So let's see, what am I going to do here? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Should I open this 1 club? I don't really like it, but I also don't like opening this 1 diamond, so I'm going to open this 1 club. Had I opened this 1 diamond, my rebid would have had to be 2 clubs, and that's not great here. It kind of undersells the strength of this hand. So I think 1 club is maybe a point shy for... I'm about 1 point shy for one club, but I also don't really want to bid one diamond with this. I'm also afraid to bid one no here, because partner might try to bid crawling stamen on me. So what I'm going to do is just bid 2 clubs, rather than bidding one no. Now partner will bid his 5-card major if he has it, or he'll pass me in 2 clubs. This is a bit of an awkward hand for our system, but I'm glad he passed 2 clubs. Him passing 2 clubs usually suggests he doesn't have a 5-card major, and I'm happy I didn't call this a no-trump type hand, because had I done that, I'm afraid he would have bid some kind of crawling stamen, and we might have ended up in a 4-2 fit. Okay, good. He would have bid crawling stamen with this, so I'm glad I didn't bid one no with this hand. All right, so this is kind of where we want to be. Although, had I opened this a diamond and then 2 clubs, we might have gotten out for 2 diamonds, but this is how it is. Let's see what we can do with 2 clubs here. I have to watch the spots carefully here. The 10 and the jack are still missing. Why would Dorian have led this low club? Dorian probably has an honor in likely each of the other side suits. I could try setting up my diamonds, but then it opens myself up to potential roughs. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with diamonds. And then if they duck this king of diamonds, then I have to play on trump. I want Dorian playing trumps from his side. Let's review their carding. Odd even is first discard. Standard, except odd even first discard. Okay. Just watching the spots here. The 5. Looks like we're going to lose. Oh, interesting. So they just blew a trick in the Hart suit. Now I think what I want to do is draw some trumps. I don't really want to lose control of the trump suit. I might want to duck a trump here. So that's what I'm going to do. The 10 and the jack of clubs are still outstanding. Probably West has one of them. Dorian wouldn't have led low, holding both of those cards. So that suggests that the clubs are breaking 4-3, which is good for me. Now what I can do is when I get in, I will ruff. And draw 1 round of trump, and then start playing winners. There's no need to drop this queen of spades. I want them to keep playing spades if possible. I don't want to see a heart come through. Okay, that's fine by me. Now I can cash 1 top club. Okay. Now there's 1 outstanding top club. Okay, and then I can play this. All right, let's see what that ended up being. Down 1 or 2. Down 1. Okay, that's fine. Down 1 looks like it's not as great as what the field is doing, because a lot of the field is getting the 2 diamonds. Let's see how they're getting there in a standard auction. Standard auction goes a club, a diamond, 2 diamonds. Do people really bid 1 diamond with this hand opposite 1 club? I don't think so. Okay, so over 1 club, this hand is not good enough to overcall 1 heart, so I'm going to pass here. That round ended up being pretty good, except for that last board, where we had a bit of an awkward shape for our system. As it turns out, we would have been able to get to 2 diamonds had I opened this 1 diamond. Maybe I should have done that, but I think in a standard sequence, it really should not go 1 club, 1 diamond here. This hand is too weak to be bidding 1 diamond with this hand. So I'm surprised, really, that that's happening. Okay, so anyway, we're defending 1 club. Against 1 club, what is going on here? Partner probably has some club length, but I've got a pretty easy lead here. I'm going to play my ace, asking for attitude. In absence of anything better to do, I'm going to cash my ace and watch for partner to help me. Partner can tell me whether to continue spades or not. When I get a break, I should go and get a beer. We're well past the halfway point, but we keep finishing the rounds right on time, so I haven't been getting one. Okay, partner's encouraging. Partner probably does have the queen of spades, or at least he doesn't see anything clearly better for me to do than continue spades, so that's what I'm going to do. Interesting. Okay. So maybe partner started with 5 spades to the jack. Does he want me to give West a ruff? Is there a rush? There's really no rush to play anything else. So I'm just going to continue spades here and force West to ruff. West isn't going to be able to pitch those hearts away on the diamonds because I've got the king 10 of diamonds. Now I've got to figure out what the count is in the trump suit. Partner's going to be playing a suit preference card here. That 9 of clubs suggests he likes hearts. I'm going to tell him I do not like hearts, and in fact I like diamonds. Okay, so partner has something in hearts. It might be the ace. It might be the king. Still not entirely clear whether or not it's safe for me to shift to a heart when I get in. But partner definitely does have a card in hearts that I can count on. Okay, so I want to give partner my standard remainder count here. I don't know if I can afford to actually pitch this 9, so I'm not going to. I'm going to pitch the 5 instead. This is bizarre that partner flew king here. Maybe partner flew king because he knew he was the danger hand and wanted to shift to a diamond. Okay. So West should have the 10 of hearts and a low heart left. I'm glad I didn't throw that 9 of hearts away. So partner's out of clubs and doesn't like diamonds. If West shifts to a low diamond here, I'm going to duck. So 2 diamonds pitched now. That 8 of diamonds is a count card, showing that he started with 3 diamonds. 3 or 5 diamonds. I think that's probably all she wrote here. This hand, I don't think there is much going on. The opponents can probably make some level of no trumps here, but that's about the only thing better that they can be doing. Really nothing for us to do here. Looks like a bit of a middling score. Looks like Declarer should always take one more trick. So Declarer, where did Declarer go wrong here? They lost 2 spade tricks and a heart and a club trick. Oh, okay, so the place that Declarer went wrong is double dummy. What you can do is you can cash the king of clubs and then play low to the 10 of clubs to hook the queen. But Declarer just cashed ace, king of clubs, and conceded the top club. So that'll be, looks like below average because some people are interestingly in hearts by West. What is going on there? That's bizarre. It's always somebody doing something strange at this club. Anyway, I don't feel too bad about that score. Nothing really to do over this double. I've got a pretty good hand for defending against 2 spades, so I'm just going to pass and see what the opponents do. If they pass this double, I'm happy for partner to be playing 2 spades doubled, although I'd probably rather defend against hearts. 2 spades rates to be down 1 here, even though we have 8 total trumps. Just based on the high card strength available, it's probably down 1. I'm not going to compete to 3 spades. I'm happy to defend 3 clubs with my 4 card club suit to the queen. West may not even have 4 clubs. West might have 3 or even conceivably 2 clubs on this auction. Okay, so West has 3 clubs. Partner's leading the queen of hearts from a doubleton or a singleton. My job is to give suit preference. I really like the diamond suit, and I want partner to shift to a diamond when he gets in, so I'm going to play low, asking for a diamond. This queen of hearts is not from the king here. Okay, so, and the reason it's not from the king is partner has preempted. So partner would not lead the queen from king-queen. Partner leads top of touching honors when he is preempted. That 9 of clubs is probably a stiff. I'm just going to give count here. Partner showing that he has 6 spades as expected. Sometimes partner preempts with only 5 cards, so it's good to know his count in the spade suit. Okay, so that's high suit preference. Why would partner be playing high suit preference? It must mean that partner really wants me to play a heart really badly. So that's what I'm going to do. What? That's... Okay, partner probably just forgot that we played top of touching honors when he is preempted. I don't think that blew a trick. We're always getting the diamonds that we're entitled to. But nonetheless, we'll have to discuss that at the end of the hand. So partner had 4 hearts and 6 spades, 1 club, and 2 diamonds. So wherever that king of diamonds is, they're going to get that, and I'm going to get the other one. Okay, so I think we took the tricks we were entitled there, but I'll just remind partner that we play top of touching. Yeah, so Declarer actually can take an extra trick. So that's a fairly good one for us. The theory behind not playing Lucino when you've preempted is that you're more likely when you lead a side suit to be leading from shortness. And when you lead from shortness, you want to be playing top of your touching honors to avoid confusion. For instance, if you have Queen Jack Doubleton and you play the Jack, partner doesn't know if you're leading from Jack small or from Queen Jack. And that's why you do that. It didn't cost us any tricks though in the end, but we sorted it out. Okay, so the opponents are bidding up and are bidding fairly strongly here. They've done two fairly normal things on board 16 and 17. On board 16, they're probably getting a average score. Yep, so it's average. And on board 17, it's probably an average plus for us because we just took the number of tricks plus one that we were entitled to. Okay, so we are defending against 3-0. Let's review the auction here. Club, spade, 2-0, 3-0. So partner looks like he's leading a fourth best diamond here, which is not what I want to see. Because it means that East also has 4 diamonds. I'm pausing here. I'm entitled to pause to think about this hand. So after we play to this diamond trick, where are we getting tricks from? It doesn't look like it's in diamonds. It's probably not in clubs because East has 4 or 5 clubs. So it's probably going to be from hearts is my guess. I'll be able to tell partner that I really don't like diamonds on the second trick by playing reverse Smith. Oh, look at that. The 5 wins the first trick. We don't see that very often. So should I tell partner to shift to a heart? Or a spade? I think probably a spade is what I want. So I'm going to tell partner shift to a spade when you get in. There's the ace, and now partner's going to have to pick a shift. I can't really afford to pitch a club because East is marked with 4 or 5 clubs from this auction. So I think I have to pitch one of these spades, unfortunately. The spade position that I pitched down to ensures myself 1 spade trick if partner plays a spade now. East is likely marked with the ace of spades here. Okay, so now I'm being put under pressure. I'm going to have to start pitching away hearts. I'm going to give count in the heart suit. Hopefully partner has the jack of hearts. If partner wanted to avoid squeezing me, he could have played a spade. So partner has 2 clubs, or 1 club. I don't think I need to jettison this queen. That's 8 points in the club suit, 5 points in the diamond suit, that's 13. There's 17. Hopefully he hasn't end played me in spades. Okay, so partner's gonna take this heart, which is great. Hopefully partner has another heart. Oh, but too bad, partner's got a spade. So we didn't actually do very well on this because Declarer got a few things right. Declarer was able to take a double finesse in clubs, which the field may not do. Declarer was also able to hold the diamond suit to only 1 loser, which the field likely will not do. So that's going to be a really bad one for us. Double dummy, declarer should take one extra trick on the diamond lead, but it's still going to be a bad score, I'm certain. So far, after these 3 boards, it's not looking as dire as I expected. Maybe most people are leading a diamond here. As it turns out, the best lead is the heart. Let's see if partner can get away later in the hand. Okay, so after partner wins the ace, what's partner's best shift here? I had asked for a spade. What should partner do? Partner actually did really well here to exit a diamond. It turns out that any shift other than that jack of diamonds gives declarer an extra trick. And why is that? Let's see. Well, I think the heart is obvious why that gives up an extra trick. It goes around queen, ace, and then probably south is squeezed. Or interesting. I'm not certain exactly why that is. We'll have to run that through double dummy. So Ethan really defended well, and declarer played that hand really well. And as it turns out, it ends up being middling. Ethan's good play and declarer's great play ended up canceling each other out. Yeah, I think Ethan is puzzled why that jack of diamonds exit works so well there, because there doesn't appear to be any clear end play. Like partner has a pretty easy spade to. That must be. So maybe that's what it is. So maybe what the jack of diamonds does is it eliminates that king of diamonds as an entry to the long spades. And by playing the diamond, now declarer only has one entry left and can't set up that queen of spades. However, instead, he used those entries to take 2 club finesses. And if instead you play on spades, how do you take the club finesses? Interesting. That's going to be a fun hand to analyze later. Oh, I should remember to go get my beer now that I have time. That's going to be an average-ish round, it looks like, if we bring this down. All right, here we go. So we're rolling into the last third of the game at a 64%. We want to get higher than that. So let's try to approach 70 in these last 6 boards or so. Over 3 clubs, I don't really have a call. I'm just going to pass. Yeah, I think pass is fine. There's really no need to psych here, I don't think, even though the opponents probably have a game. So that ended up being a 25% board. I thought it was going to be worse than that, but 25% is still pretty bad. A lot of people are taking only 9 tricks, and the opponents there were taking 10 tricks because they took the double finesse and clubs. Only one pair actually took +2, which is the double dummy result. Let's see who that declarer was. It was Ray. Okay. But let's focus on this hand. Partner's got a weak hand with clubs, and the opponents are doubling and bidding 4-no trump, which is ostensibly key card for hearts. I could double 5 clubs if I wanted partner to lead a club, the fact that I didn't double clubs makes it such that if East ends up declaring this hand, partner will know it's not safe to lead away from one of his club tenses. So these two are one of the better pairs at the club, so we're going to have to focus against these guys. So I've got a pretty easy lead, it seems like. There's really nothing better to do than to lead a club here. The downside to leading a club is the opponents are prepared for a club lead. A heart lead could give up a trick if partners started with Queen Doubleton of hearts. Let's ask what this means. I want to know what their playing 5 clubs is. It's probably 1 or 4 key cards. But I want to know if this implies anything about the Queen of Hearts. Okay, so East has the Queen of Hearts. Otherwise, he would have asked for it. So that means the heart lead is probably safe. But is there any rush to play a heart? They might be in a 4-4 heart fit. They might need to cross-ruff the hand. But East may also have some spades that need to be set up. I think I'm going to lead partner suit. And this, looking at this dummy, I'm pretty happy I led partner suit. Because West is missing a critical ace. So West is missing probably the ace of spades or the king of trump. And if partner has one of those cards, which he should have, then this is going down because West is going to have to lose to the king of hearts or the ace of spades, and then he's going to lose the queen of... okay, that's not good. So let's crash that so that... let's play low because you want a club return. Now partner's going to win the king of hearts and play the queen of clubs. There we go. And I want another club ideally, but it doesn't really matter. The reason I dropped that jack of spades initially was because I didn't want West to pitch that club away right away on the spades. Now I might actually get another trump trick. West might decide to cash the ace of hearts now, hoping that the hearts were breaking, but they're not. So West ended up losing to the stiff king of hearts. Had I led a trump, they might have dropped Ethan's offside king of hearts. So it looks like I had to actually lead that club to set up partner's high club. Okay, so that's a pretty good score there. Might other people be in slam? Let's see. So the double, this is a really strong hand. Unfortunately, West doesn't have the greatest hand, but West could have had 0 points for that call. And East decided to unilaterally bid key card. So one other person is in slam, but they're only down 1, and we set them 2. Okay, so should I bid Michaels here? I think I should. This is a really good hand. So this is majors, opening, plus values. This hand, although it's weakish on high card strength, this is a really strong hand based on all those intermediates and hearts, and I'm fine calling this an opening values for the purposes of partner bidding games. If partner bids 2 spades or 2 hearts, I'm just going to pass. But 4 spades is fine. I'm going to have a bit of a tough call over 5 clubs or 5 diamonds here. I'll probably pass to see what partner wants to do. That was a long pass over 4 spades. East probably shouldn't be allowed to make another call here after that long pass. Okay, so partner's going to be playing 4 spades. So it looks like we have probably 1 spade loser, 1 heart loser, 1 club loser, and that's it. But we're not going to lose a club now because partner can pitch that club on the diamond, which is great. Unless it gets roughed. Which it does. Interesting. Hopefully West actually roughed with a natural trump trick. So that should be all the opponents are getting other than the last top club. Because partner can just cross-rough this hand now. The opponents probably had a 5 club sacrifice there. Depending, because the opponents only have 1 losing diamond as it turns out because of that crazy diamond break. So West was clearly considering bidding 5 clubs. Over 5 clubs, I would have had a tough call. What I probably would have done is passed since we were in a forcing auction, since partner had bid a red game that was freely bid. And over that pass, partner would be able to decide whether to defend 5 clubs or bid 5 spades. So that'll be a pretty good score there. We did well to keep the opponents out of bidding clubs. And the opponents actually are in clubs the other way. The key on that hand was hand evaluation, was evaluating my hand as a hand that's good enough to be an opener. Because of that evaluation, partner was able to look at this hand and freely blast the game. A lot of people, for whatever reason, are letting them play a part score in clubs, which I don't agree with this shape. Clubs, let's see what it does double dummy. So double dummy, it's making 4. So 5 clubs would have been a great sacrifice, actually. We would have had to double 5 clubs. Over 2 spades, I do have 4 trumps and a stiff diamond, but I have nothing else. So I think if West passes, I pass. But if West bids 3 diamonds, do I compete to 3 spades? I don't think I do. My hand is just so bad, and we're red on white, that the upside of bidding 3 spades here is very small. And because of that, I'm going to pass. Partner can always compete to 3 spades if he wants to. But I don't want to bid 3 spades and then risk partner bidding game red on white here. Okay, well this is good. Here I'll just take preference to spades. Now, given that, I'm going to bid 4 spades. And the reason I'm doing that is because now that I know that partner has both majors, we're actually in a double fit. So this might make, the reason I say might is because a lot of things have to go right for this to make. So 1, spades have to break 2-2. If spades are breaking 2-2, then the king of hearts also has to be onside. Now, the good news is that we're undoubled, and 4 diamonds, it looks like, is going to make. Especially if spades are not 2-2. And 4 diamonds making is 130. So if we're down 1 here and 4 diamonds is making, it ends up being a good sacrifice and threading the needle in that regard. This diamond rough is problematic. And the reason is that now partner only has one entry to dummy to take a heart finesse, so he has to take the finesse now. Okay, so the fact that the heart finesse is offside means that the opponents are losing probably one heart. They're losing no clubs, they're losing no diamonds, and they're losing 1 or 2 spades. So 4 diamonds is definitely making. Now partner has to hope that spades are 2-2. Because if they're not 2-2, then this is down 2, and that's no good. There you go. Okay, down 1. So a good sacrifice against 4 diamonds, threading the needle. The downside is that some people might be letting us play in 3. Generally speaking, when you pass at the 2 level, you shouldn't be coming in at the 4 level freely, but I felt that was a hand where I could upgrade given partner showing the second suit, which is hearts, which I also have. So as you can see here, the opponents are losing 1 heart and 2 spades and are going to make 4 diamonds. So this shouldn't be that bad. But it is because some people are getting to 5 diamonds, or at least one pair is getting to 5 diamonds. It's a bit bizarre. Another pair and 4 spades. At least we didn't let them play 4 diamonds. Well, I mean, you could argue that their 4 diamond bid was also a thread the needle bid, and the 4 spade bid threaded their thread of the needle, if that makes any sense. I think I just confused myself by that analogy. The point is that 4 diamonds was a good bid, and over that good bid, it forced me to make the last guess, and I happened to guess right, which is good for us, but a lot of people are probably going to also be in 4 spades. See, some people allowed them to bid 4 diamonds and play it, which ends up being the worst thing that you can do here. Yeah, it's true. Ethan's argument is that he has a pretty specific hand to be bidding this way, 2 spades followed by 3 hearts red. He's got to have a pretty good hand, and I knew that, but my hand was pretty garbage other than the stiff diamond. This one will probably end up being average-ish. Some people being in 5 diamonds their way, which is the worst thing that they could do. Overall, though, I think this round went pretty well. Board 19 is going to be a clear top because we set them 2 and 6 hearts, and no one else is doing that. There was one other pair that got to 6 hearts. Board 20, let's see what happened there. So this one was a hand evaluation win. Evaluating this as an opening hand caused partner to be able to raise quickly to game, which led to shutting out West. Let's see if anybody else got there. So it looks like there were some pairs that got to 4 spades. The majority of the field, though, is not there. So this will be a pretty good board as well. The last board is going to be an average, with some people playing in part score. Wow, somebody actually made 3-0 their way. Is that making? No. They're off 5 top spade tricks. That's bizarre. So this ends up being an average plus. So we're going to go up after this round. We'll probably go up to the high-ish 60s. So we're going to have a shot if we have a great last round to get to 70, I think. Just going to give Ethan a pep talk so that he doesn't make any mistakes in the last round. So after my mistake on board 1, I think both myself and Ethan have played fairly steady throughout the game, and we have played well enough to win this game if we have a good last round. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. There's been some pretty interesting hands tonight. Let's see, what was the most interesting one? Maybe this 5 clubs. I really liked this decision on trick 1 to play low from queen small, and playing low from queen small here ended up causing West to have an uncomfortable guess as to whether to play the 10 or the king. And by playing the king, he ended up handing me that contract. Had I gone down in that contract, it would have changed a 100% to a 30%. So that was a big swing for us on that board. Board 19 was a gift from the opponents. In order for this to be making, they need to get the king of hearts to be onside and for trumps to be 2-2. So the odds of that are 50% times 40%. So that's about 20% that's the case, that the king is onside and a doubleton. So that's not a good slam to be in, being in a 20% slam. Okay, so we're at 66%. If we have 3 last good boards, we could touch 70. So let's go. We're playing against, who is it? Ken and Susie. We see these two occasionally playing at the club. The last round is always great because you can take your time, especially with the relay auctions, because there's no round after that, so you can just think about it, bid your hand, and relax with no time pressure. In general, when we're playing 3 or 4 board rounds, we're not under a huge amount of time pressure. I do sometimes play slower because I'm streaming. There's no real reason to overcall here. Especially when we're up with 66%, there's really no point in trying to swing a board by overcalling 1 spade here with a pretty bad hand. Another alternative over 1 heart would have been to make a preempt of 2 spades, but that also could mislead partner, and I think it's better just to let the opponents here bid and play the hand, and we'll defend as well as we can. If they land in a no trump contract or a heart contract, I'm going to have to decide what to lead, and it's probably going to be a spade. East is likely to be short in spades. And if East started with like 10 doubleton of spades, I'll have to lead one of my top spades to smother that holding. Alright, I've been instructed to be quieter because my toddler is asleep. So I apologize if you can't hear me very well, but gotta make sure that the toddler doesn't wake up or it's going to be a bad time for everybody. I'm going to ask what this 2 spade bid is. Maybe it's natural, I don't know. If it's natural, it might change my lead against 3-0. Probably not though. Probably leading spade no matter what, even if it's natural. It's looking like East is 5-5 in the minors, or maybe 6-4. Okay, so cool. So West has spades and hearts. East has the minors. And they've stopped in 3 clubs. Probably means that they're short on high card strength to be in 3-0 since they've got all the suits stopped. Partner has a lot of information here. Based on this auction, he's most likely to lead a spade. So that king could be from ace king, or it could be from king doubleton. Hopefully it's from ace king. If it is from ace king though, then it means that the opponents did very well to stay out of 3-0. On that king of spades, my role is to give suit preference. I'm going to play a middling card here. I'm going to play the 4. Because I want partner to continue spades when he gets it. Partner was looking for a suit preference card, and partner has seen now that the 3 of spades is missing. So I'm not asking for a diamond here, I'm asking for a spade continuation. And I'm going to play high-low. Partner's playing the 2, suggesting he likes diamonds. Going to give partner count in the diamond suit. East is probably trying to rough a diamond. Partner's going to be out of clubs now, most likely. Partner started with 4 spades, probably 2 clubs. And probably 3 diamonds. East now has roughed twice. So if East started with 5 clubs and has roughed twice now, East should be down to 1 club in hand. Unfortunately, I think the diamond suit is going to rough out here. Okay, so all the diamonds are good now. If East plays another diamond and pitches a spade, then I'm in trouble. Because then I have to give up a rough and slough or play a heart. But luckily, East doesn't do that. So I think what I want to do now is actually draw East's last trump. So now if I rough and I play a spade, then the dummy is end played. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rough play spade in, and if partner has the jack of hearts, dummy's end played. And looks like that's what happened. Dummy got end played, partner's going to win the jack. So that's pretty good for us. Minus 110. I don't think we can do much better there. Yeah, it should make 12 tricks. It looks like double dummy. But still bad for us. Looks like because the opponents are bidding higher. Is that West in 4 and 3 hearts? Interesting. Okay. Not going to worry about that. The opponents are doing strange things there. Let's focus on this hand. Should I double here? I think this is worth a double. If partner bids 2 clubs, it's not the end of the world. Partner bids 2 clubs, you usually will have 5 here. And I really do want to be competing in spades, if partner has spades. Okay, perfect. So partner's got probably a maximum pass. There's really nothing more for me to do. I've got a minimum here. I'm happy for partner to be playing 2 spades. Glad I doubled. This isn't the world's perfect double with 3 hearts and 2 clubs, but it's close enough. I'm going to use the bathroom and be right back. Okay, so it looks like I've come for the second trick. Let's see, what was led? Hart was led up to the 9. That looks good. Then partner played a trump to the king and ace. So trumps are breaking 4-1. So that looks like the jack and the 10 are still outstanding, which isn't great. If partner just plays on hearts, though, he'll be able to maintain trump control. So now partner just plays off winners and waits for East to ruff. East can now cash a top spade and get a club, and that's going to be all. So this is going to be making +1, it looks like. +1 is good. I'm happy that we didn't overbid to game on that bad spade break. Partner still can't get rid of that last club loser, no matter how the clubs are played. But we're not under any time pressure, so partner's just going to play this out smoothly. Still a little bit shocked about this one not being a good score. It ends up being exactly in the middle. A lot of East-West doing very strange things here. Should actually make 12 tricks. Some people are making game there. Okay. So 2 spades +1 should be good. Double dummy, it should make +1, so the opponents and declarer did exactly what should have been done there. Other tables, oh, look at that. It's a top board for us. Okay, so let's see, should I open this one club? Yeah, let's open this one club. It's the last hand, may as well. This hand's good enough. Even though there's only 15 high, there's this great 6-card spade suit. I've got 6 controls. This is a 1 club opener, even though it's not exactly the right high card strength. Over 1 diamond, partner can double with 5 to 7, or he can pass with 0 to 4. He can bid anything else to show game force. Okay, pass shows 0 to 4. So I know there's no game now. So I can just keep bidding spades. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably off 3 clubs and a diamond. So I'm just going to keep bidding spades. East is going to keep bidding diamonds, and I'm going to keep bidding spades. And we're going to keep doing that until the 3 level. And then when we reach the 3 level, I'm going to let the opponents take the 4 level. So 2 spades here says that partner has probably 0 to 4 points and a spade fit. That's still not good enough for me, so I'm going to pass 2 spades. Now if West comes in with a random 3 diamonds, I'm going to bid 3 spades as non-invitational. West is thinking about a random 3 diamond bid. West is thinking and thinking, and is going to eventually decide to bid 3 diamonds. Or a slow pass, that's fine too. Alright, well I'm happy to be in 2 spades knowing partner has 0 to 4. Oh no. So it looks like we're going to make 4 spades here. Because we're going to lose 1 club, 1 diamond, and 1 heart. Partner has the perfect hand here with shortness and clubs. The question is, will people be there? If East cashes the next club, I'm actually going to take an over trick because I can pitch a heart if that's the case. Maybe I can rough out the diamonds. So let's first cash a top spade. Okay. We'll cash one more spade. Now we're going to rough a club, rough a diamond. Maybe we'll get a cover here. What's the best way to allow the opponents to misdefend here? It's probably to cash my top two hearts. Then rough a club. But it looks like the opponents are defending properly. This is going to lose, and then I'm going to take the last two. So the question is, will people be in game? Well, I already upgraded my hand to a 1 club. And I think even with doing that, we still didn't find game. So the odds are that the majority of the field will not be in game there on these cards. But they do have a 10-card spade fit, so you never know. So 2 people did get to game, and the rest have not. It's also too bad that I wasn't able to take a trick more than this team here. Let's see. I don't think there's any way that I could have played this more optimally. The opponents did well not to continue clubs. Okay, let's look at this stage right here. No, there's really no way for me to take an 11th trick. So let's join a table. Who should we join here? Let's join these guys. See what's going on this last board. How about them? Nope. Them? What are they in? Uh-oh, 4 spades. That's not good for us. This is still an above-average score because some people are letting the opponents play in clubs. Overall, this round wasn't good enough to push us to a 70, but it's probably still good enough for us to win. Board 22, let's have a look. That one ends up being exactly average, so 50%. Board 23 is a clear top. I'm not certain why that is. I get maybe not everybody is making a takeout double with my hand. And then the last board should be averagey, maybe an average plus. So we're going to kind of tread water right around the 66% mark, and we're probably going to win unless another pair ran away with the game. So let's see. So it looks like we did win. Our section, we beat, actually Emma and Elad. Emma actually plays with Ethan on Thursdays. So they were the second place team. And East-West, Peggy and Ron ended up winning. Overall, I think it was a pretty good game. There wasn't too much exciting stuff that happened tonight. There really weren't that many relays. There was one relay, but it ended up allowing us to just stop in 5 spades rather than getting to a slam. That was really the only exciting relay. The rest was just kind of solid bridge, and that's what you have to do if you're going to win. You've got to make very few mistakes, and I think overall tonight we did fairly well. I think Ethan played really well in particular. There was a couple of carding mistakes that he made, but it didn't really cost us. I think bidding wise, we bid pretty well. Hopefully, you guys had fun watching. I think it was a pretty fun game to stream. Hopefully, you enjoyed watching it. So, I'll see you again in 2 Tuesdays. Ethan will be the one streaming next Tuesday. I'll be the one streaming in 2 Tuesdays. Thanks again for watching. I will end the stream.